I'm going to demonstrate recrystallization. Oftentimes, in the organic chemistry lab, we develop a solid as our product. Most of the time, that solid is not as pure as we would like it. And so we want to use a technique called recrystallization to try to purify that solid. We want to wash away the impurities. And the idea is that solids are more soluble in hot liquids than they are in cold liquids. And so we'll use the smallest amount of this hot solvent to dissolve all of the solid in this flask. At that point, I should be able to see a clear solution here. It might be colored if my product is colored. In this case, I have a white solid, so I'm not expecting any color. But it could be a yellow solid, and in that case, I'd have a yellow, clear solution, almost like Kool-Aid or Gatorade. So I'm going to dissolve this in the minimum amount of hot solvent. When I say minimum amount, it's kind of a judgment call. Your instructor can help you figure out how much. With practice, you'll know how much solvent to use. But at first, it's more of just try it and practice. So I've been heating this solvent here on the hot plate for a while in order to get it near its boiling point. When it's pretty hot, I will add it to my flask with my solid that I desire to be pure, and I'll put that flask back on the hot plate to redissolve this solid. Remember, I'm looking for a clear solution with no solid in it. And so it may take 5 minutes, it may take 10 minutes. You may get the solvent boiling and have to add a little bit more of your hot solvent so that you can have enough solvent to dissolve all of the solid. Eventually, though, we will get our solid to dissolve. Right now it's about halfway dissolved. Eventually, we should have a flask that looks like this. We have a clear solution. There's no solid on the walls of the container. There's no solid in here. And so my solid is all dissolved in this liquid. And this is near the boiling point of the liquid. And so I'm going to then set that flask in the back of my fume hood and let it cool. I won't touch it. I won't disturb it. I won't poke at it. I won't look at it. Just let it sit there until it cools to room temperature. During that cooling process, we should see crystals start to form. Once it's at room temperature, and you can test that by feeling it and seeing that it's not hot anymore, we could cool it further in an ice bath if we desire. After it's cool enough, we should have a flask that looks like this. You can see the solid has recrystallized and reformed in my solvent. And in some cases, you see that there's very little solvent really floating around. Most of that is encased in the crystals that I've reformed. At this point, I can take this recrystallized solid and filter it using a Buchner funnel and a vacuum filtration setup.